You've seen all these videos about aliens and jinn, but you are not convinced because you want proof. Well, I will show you all the proofs, plural. I will prove that whatever is written in the Holy Quran and the Hadith or Sunnah is 100% true. I will use historical findings, scientific facts, medical discoveries, and mathematical principles to support my claims, which are in fact not mine, but were written more than 1400 years ago. The last one here is especially interesting, as you will see. These facts cannot be put in one video, so we will create a series of videos on the matter, tackling it from many sides and different aspects. First, we will show that the Quran and Sunnah are complete and true, and not altered in any way or form. We will start with the many hadith on the matter of minor and major signs of the end of times and the Judgment Day. Mind you that these prophecies were said and stated 1400 years ago by someone living in the Arabian desert riding horses and camels, who was also illiterate, as almost 90% of all people at that time anywhere in the world or in any civilization existing at the time. Number 1. The Prophet, peace be upon him, said that the barefoot and half-naked Arabs will compete in building the tallest buildings ever. Do we need to remind you that the people in Saudi Arabia and the Emirates and so on, just about 70 years ago used to live in a bare desert in tents made out of animal skin and fur? But now, look at the tallest buildings in the world today. Number 2. The vast spreading of murders, to the extent that the dead person does not know why he was killed, nor does the killer know why he killed that person. Just look at the never-ending wars where civilians are killed by rockets launched by soldiers who never set foot in the land of the killed, nor have they ever seen them. People on the streets killing each other for looking sideways at them, or for no reason at all, like what is happening in the subways of America and elsewhere, and the mass shootings of school children, and on and on and on. We can give examples for hours on end. You could never have found such cases just 50 years ago, but look at them now. Number 3, the dressed but naked women. The Prophet's companions were confused when he said that at the end of times, women will be dressed but naked at the same time. In their society, all women are almost covered from head to toe with wide, layered, fluffy cloths, so they could not imagine how it is possible. For them, you are either naked or you have clothes on. But today we have Lululemon's tights and sports bras and tank tops and swimming G-strings, which came into existence during the last century. Number 4, the huge number of liars. Almost everyone lies all the time, even in courts under oath. People lie in their social media, showing a lifestyle that is not real. The default state of conversation is to lie. Look at politicians, actors, media, sales, lawyers, policemen, and we can go on like that all day. Number 5, the Prophet, peace be upon him, said that the land of the Arabs will once more become green with no desert. This prediction is a miracle in itself. Every passing year, we see more and more rain and snow, even in the deserts of Arabia and North Africa, which began about 15 years ago, and the difference in the fauna is pretty obvious now. It is getting greener and greener. But the real miracle of that statement is that the desert was actually green pastures before it became a desert. If you research a bit, you will find that they have just discovered that the Arabian desert was in fact green pastures about 50,000 years ago. That is a fact that nobody knew until a few years ago, and it was still mentioned by the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, 1400 years ago, a man who could not read or write, living among almost savage people who used to kill their own daughters because they believed they would bring shame on them. Number 6, the Prophet, peace be upon him, stated that there will be a lot of Christians in the West and that they will fight against Muslims, which started about 60 years ago and is still going on. More on that in future videos. Number 7, the fall of Constantinople into the hands of Muslims, taking into consideration that it was a part of the Roman Empire at the time of the prophecy, and the Romans were the strongest empire at the time. It is like saying today that the Eskimos will take over the USA and defeat its army. Number 8, the spread of interest on debt. Interest was not looked upon like a normal thing, and it is forbidden in Islam and Christianity, and only the small hat people used it in their money dealings with non-small hat people. However, today, no bank or person will give a loan without a high interest rate. Number 9, the spread of earthquakes. These days, you cannot watch any news without seeing an earthquake somewhere in the world, even under the oceans, which results in huge tsunamis. Even in places that are not known for earthquakes, like what happened in Croatia 5 years ago and caused huge devastation. Number 10, the large number of women in comparison to the number of men. The Prophet, peace be upon him, stated that for every man there will be more than 4 women who will fight for him. That is a fact today, and according to the last studies by prominent American universities, by the year 2035, more than 45% of all women will be unmarried, not in a relationship, and childless. These are just some of the signs stated by the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. The next video will bring you more signs and proofs that this religion is decreed by God, the All-Knowing. We have reached the end of this video. If you want to see more, please subscribe, like, and put your comments below. To learn more, watch these videos shown on your screen here. May God bless you all.